Hey, Doc Jen here. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about bunions. Like that point in the foot where the toe starts to come in and you might start to see a lot of pressure, inflammation, maybe you even get pain there. What is happening? First of all, I want to address that Dr. Dom, my fiance, and I have done a podcast on the Optimal Body podcast talking all about bunions, and it's not very long, so I recommend checking the description below and clicking that link to go listen to that podcast because you'll learn a ton more. We're just going to go over some exercises. So I want to know, how long have you noticed that you have a bunion? Is it affecting you? Do you get pain? Comment below and let me know. I want to just tell a little cool story real quick, and that's about my mom, who's in her 60s. And I was just with her the other day, not prompted by me or anything. She just divulged this information to me that she has been doing these exercises that I'm going to show you right now consistently for a year, and she's noticed that her bunion has reduced significantly, and she's no longer getting pain at the bunion or at the back of her heel, because she was also noticing some bumps and inflammations into that Achilles area. No more. Isn't that amazing? And it just goes to prove, no matter what age you are, change is possible. You just have to stay consistent with it and trust the process, okay? That's what I'm gonna ask you to do. These 3 easy exercises, trust the process and put them into your life consistently. Now, first one, we're just gonna take off the sock and we're gonna interlace it between the toes. That's literally the first exercise. You can buy things that kind of help to separate the feet, but the cheaper option is using the socks, and something that I recommend. Now, you don't want the toes to be all going different directions, so interlace them so you can kind of like pull the sock around the foot. And ultimately, what you'll notice is that you cause some separation within the toes. This is what we want to do. And this is my favorite thing to do, especially if I've had my feet stuck in shoes all day. Reality is, most of the shoes, not good. And I personally wear what are called Vivo Barefoot all day long because they allow the space for my toes to move naturally. Again, the link is down below. I do have a little code for you as well. If you drop that into, look at the description, and I'll drop the code and the link so you can check out Vivo Barefoot because I highly, highly recommend. Number one thing that you can do for your feet, pain, bunion, anything, is just start walking around barefoot more. So hopefully at home, you're not wearing, even socks can feel really compressive. So take those socks off and put them between your toes, and literally you'll just do this for about 5 to 10 minutes every single day. That's all it takes, 5 to 10 minutes. Then we're gonna take the sock out, and then we're gonna practice spreading the toes. So just like my fingers spread, your toes should have that accessibility to spread as well. And sometimes you'll be thinking about it and you're like barely seeing any movement. That's okay. Just starting to create that connection to the foot is so important. So it will take time, but I promise if you continue to do it over and over again, maybe you kick off your shoes underneath your desk and you're secretly trying to spread your toes, great. The more you work on it, the better. There's no perfect reps and sets here. Just start to build that connection to your feet and see if you can start to spread the toes. It's especially great to do right after you kind of opened them up, okay? Then, next one that I'm gonna do is an ankle stretch with a big toe stretch. We need these ankles, which the fascia underneath connects all the way along this area. So if we're tight underneath the foot, tight into this big toe, it's also going to create tension along the ankle. So we want to get into this ankle, and I'm going to stretch the big toe at the same time. So I'm going to sit on my big toe here in the back, and then in the front, I'm going to try to scoot this heel back as much as I can and then lean over, and I'm doing a stretch, okay? The goal is to try to get that heel down to the floor and then lean as much pressure over that ankle as much as possible. So sometimes I like doing this stretch up on a chair, but the reason I like doing it on the floor is because I get the bonus big toe stretch. And truthfully, holding this for at least 1 to 2 minutes every single day, you're gonna start to create different changes. And a lot of times this foot and this toe starts to come in, not only because of the shoes, but maybe because of how we're walking. And we start to lack in this big toe range of motion. So starting to sit on it and get that big toe to extend again is so crucial to reducing the pressure and the tension of having that toe go on the inside, called hallux valgus. So try these 3 out. They might seem like this wouldn't do anything, but you do it consistently every single day, and you can be a story like my mom. I wish I had a before and after. I don't, because I didn't even know she was gonna do this, but she's listening. How amazing. So I hope that you take this in. Comment below, let me know if you start doing it. Let me know what you feel. Let me know what you notice about your feet. Maybe it's tough. That's okay. Again, the more that you do it, the easier it's gonna become. If you love what you're learning, don't forget there's so much more that I have in store. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos so that you don't miss anything and you continue to learn and feel amazing within your body.